You gotta love a good misclick. Hopefully, well, I don't know, I think I had like a thing. If I reactivate it quick enough, it like keeps it as one, so I don't think that's gonna be the case though. Nope. You absolute fucking boondoggler. Why are you not? Okay, now it's up to date. Feck. Well, sorry about that, I misclicked. I tried to back off and I ended up fucking ending stream. Lovely. Well, I mean, it's not like I really did much in our first streams, so, you know, I mean, even if no one sees it. Essentially, in that first bit of the stream that, you know, I just fucking ended accidentally. Waited like 10 minutes pondering what I'm gonna do on this side, and I've just slapped a room here. You guys are updating. Nice. Okay, this analog stick can sod off. Because that is actually sounding on my nerves. Again, I can't wait till I get a new controller. Like, I have one, but the sticks are stiff, and it works, if you know what I mean, but not for this sort of type of game. You actually need like some level of precision for where you're looking around. We'll figure the roof out in a minute. I could just do. Well, yeah, that looks a bit awkward, but I'll just fill it in and we'll see how it looks. You know, I don't see much of a reason to worry about it. It's not going to be rebuilt block for block when I eventually do it in survival anyway. I'll either fuck up a dimension up or I'll end up cutting corners somewhere. You know what I mean? It's never going to be translated over block for block. Especially after like a certain point. Let's get some of the gravel. Actually, tell you what, I'll clear my inventory. Gravel, cobble, stone, and andesite. Yeah, the floor in here is meant to, it's meant to be more so like an actual building. Here it's meant to be like a dugout area. So I think if we do full gravel, and then I'll start peppering in like the cobblestone, the stone. What general? Where the hell? I have to actually switch sections, wouldn't it? Tell you what, I'll just give myself night vision. I'll do for 5, you know. Seems to be too fancy. And I'll be able to be putting torches in here eventually, but it's not the main priority right now. But I was saying before I misclicked and end of the last stream, yeah, I spent last night watching the new episode of Kenobi, episode 5, and like, honestly, I fucking loved it. I'm not gonna say anything for those who haven't seen it, but, you know, I'm actually conscious of spoilers. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad, it's just gravel. I'm not gonna really need to add too much to this. I'm gonna just obviously pepper in some bits here and there, you know what I mean, but yeah, it still looks passable. Maybe a bit more cobble on the corners in some places, because, you know, the andesite and all kind of blends quite a bit, but, you know. I'm already kind of happy with how the results of this come out. Again, could be worse, you know. Check out some rails and a minecart then, governor. Yeah, do that, and then polished andesite maybe for like the rail stopper. It looks alright, you know. Could do worse. Maybe I should chuck some powered rails in. That might be a better option as well. You know, for actually stopping the minecarts. I mean, these ones are more so for show. At the end of the day, you know. I don't want your minecarts running away on you. Some logs. I could just pick from that one instead of going over there. You know, a bit easier. Just do like a strip powered rails here. Would that work actually? Can you? Rails? Well, if I did it. No, I won't be able to put them there anyway because of the I need to put minecarts down. Okay, it's not gonna make too much sense, I guess, but nah, people are gonna just pop them off if I put rails up there. Plus, it looks a bit odd. That's just fucking issues waiting to happen if we do it that way. Let's look at this shelf here, though. If it would like to play, I got my head's in the way, I guess. It is still only 2 blocks. At the end of the day. Yeah, there we go. That looks alright. Minecart there. Stick a minecart there. One there. One there. One in the middle, you know? You're laughing. Stick one there. One here. One here and here. These two can stay there. Just, you know, why not? Gives it a bit more life to the outside area. Imagine this is like a, you know, a shaft going back. I'd say this looks alright. You know, if I do say so myself, I'm not... Okay, maybe not the best builder in the world, but I'll take what I can get. Sorry, as it stands, I am happy with how this has come out. Oh, do not touch the minecarts, you tit. There we are. Yeah, it's sort of like a mine. Because imagine, you're not going to see like this. It's all going to be like covered with terrain and stuff. Maybe I could texture the back a bit. You know, it does look a bit off-putting with the current situation. Maybe sprinkle some cobble here. Maybe a bit there. Maybe some to the background. Like up here. You know, I'm gonna be anything major. Where are the lanterns? I believe they're here. Stick like a lantern here, maybe, like along the back wall. Actually, I think that lights up enough. Yeah. Make like a string of bars here. Yeah, because it's still more, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like just a 2x2 door. Then. Well, 3x2. It's still 3x3. Fuck. Well, I got that measurement wrong earlier then. What I could do actually though is, do I have any? Yeah, there's some here. Like a sort of overhang here. I'll try cobble deep slate. So it still fits with the rest of this place. Does good. Stick maybe. I'll try an oak fence. I'll try spruce, oak, and a. Yeah, I think that works the best. If I could stop cracking, that would be phenomenal. Honestly, I'm happy that's how this has come out. Yeah. Because you have these sort of housing, you have the mine entrance, you know. Plans from season 8 that got completely replaced. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Okay, now it's delayed. Yeah. Oh, season 7. What was 8 then? I could have sworn this was being built for... I don't know. I definitely think this is done with 8 in mind. I'm not going to question it, you know. I just don't remember properly. I'll ever sit here and pretend like I do. Oh, this would have been for 8 then, yeah. Like the big flat planning, but then they decided they wanted to keep it more natural. I honestly totally agree with. Less work, I think it looked nicer in the end. Although we said that after I demolished the full area, which is kind of a kick to the dick, but, you know. What can be done about it? It did, in the end, I think personally anyway, it looked a lot nicer. I don't know, I never say it was complete though. That is the only thing. I never say it was complete. So I was thinking a single door like there or something. No, depending on the area, you could either have like a back garden or... You know what I mean? Or it could lead to like an alleyway with like the back of the other housing. I don't know. I'm gonna do it on just the one house because that's a solid maybe. I don't want to sit here and go, yeah, I'll do that, and then not. I also want the street to be like 3 wide. Minimum, you know. They probably won't for the most part, but if you had like a street with like houses on both sides. I think it's because of just the sheer profile of the house, like, it wasn't so much an issue with like the London houses for like season 2 because they were thin, like thinner. If that makes sense. They were only like 8 by 8, I think. Or these are what 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are like what 12 by 12, I think. Well, 12 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, 12 by 12. They're just a bit bigger, you know. And they had to be this size though to kind of have this whole like look come across properly, I suppose, you know. Also a couple of other housing variants I wanted to make though. Oh, and a castle. The castle's also going to be like the main city centerpiece, I guess, because, you know, based off Wales, and I mean, I guess you have Cardiff Castle. Oh, my back just clicked, lovely. Okay, no, that's just the pain that I've gone back live again. I basically mainly like the houses I see out and about. Like, I mainly see like a lot of the old miner houses. the terrace, you know what I mean. But there's quite a few bungalows around this area as well, so I think maybe I can do like a bungalow design that would look quite nice. Same sort of like block palette. Well, I think the ones I see are mainly white, so I mean I could do... maybe not concrete, because that's a bit too much of a pot to get together. Maybe terracotta. So yeah. So why is the side of this all changed now? I swear this second stream quite has a mind of its own, honestly. So yeah, maybe go with the terracotta and see how it looks. I'm just trying to think what it looks like now. I haven't really got much of a memory, so I'm not asleep. I go deep slate. Deep slate roof, I think, maybe. Sort of like a reference. Let me just fill a little bit more of this road in a sec. Yeah, we're going to go to the end of this section. And then one block out. There, yeah. I thought they'd be roughly the same size. Maybe 12 by... I don't know, it's gonna be square fully. I don't know. I don't want it like square completely. Although it is going to be more rectangular, like the height difference. How tall are these buildings? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not more yet. The main like box itself. So I'll give it more of a rectangle, but you know what I mean. Oh hell, absolutely on my ass. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're going to be bungalows, maybe with making them slightly longer, but then they're not going to really line up with the thing houses. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is the roof. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for the roof. Hi, Madam Mim. I tell you, there's so much crap on the sofa, so you can't really jump up. Don't look at me like that. There's so much garbage on the bloody sofa, you can't really... Oh, you can just do that anyway. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Who am I to say? I'm not completely sold on the white terracotta. I am not using fucking quartz, though, especially not quartz brick, because gee, that'll get expensive real fucking quick. I mean, based on like the sheer size of the house, of these houses alone with a different type of stone, that's already a pretty big ask for survival. Out of quartz, that's just a case of you can go sod off. Well, let's get villagers, I suppose. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad then. Dunno. What do I know? It's been a while since I made it that far into survival. And, stream is having an aneurysm. You love to see it. Yeah, I'll probably go to like 3 o'clock, so that's gonna be like what, 40 minutes, half hour? That was a bit on the shorter side, plus I also had the error of misclicking. Just now broken up with like a 15-minute chunk and however long this is gonna be. But, I don't know. I got stuff to do then for the rest of the day, and I also, you know, it'll get a bit boring, because, again, realistically, what can I do with this amount? Again, I'm just doing plans and stuff, like building mock-ups. It's not really a lot I can do, you know, with this to make it entertaining, if that makes sense. It's more so just, you know, see, the thing is, these bungalows aren't really gonna be like up with these sort of houses. They're gonna be like completely separate areas. Or maybe I can make them. I mean, even still, we have them sort of houses in the bungalows. They're rough enough sections. Yeah, I'll make it like, I don't know, 2-3 blocks longer. Yeah, make it a few. That gives you like an extra 3 blocks on the interior then. Make it thinner as well. Okay, I'll shave like 2 blocks off. And then give him some extra length. I think something like that would work a bit better, yeah. Just gotta retrace over my work, but you know, I'm not happy with how it come out, so I want to change it. There's nothing wrong with that. At least not personally, anyway. So let me just disintegrate this wall real quick. You know, my god powers. Happy days. The height's very imposing as well. That is the problem. I may have to lower the height because, you know, the bungalows aren't typically that high size-wise, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, this just looks too tall for what it is. I may knock us down a bit. Have it 4 blocks and then just use half slabs for the roof or something. You're never really looking at the roof much of your Minecraft house. I mean, especially at this height, you're not going to really be... I don't know, maybe you will, but... we'll see, we'll see. If I gotta edit it again, I probably will. I mean, again, these will be going in way later, because, again, like this much terracotta, without a clay farm, or villagers, is going to be a bit to ask, you know. And you've also got to get the white dye, so... Again, we also got to like use some sort of skeleton farm, maybe. Ooh, the lilies of the valley that give you white dye. Whatever that flower is that gives you just white dye. Sorry. You know what I mean. We need to get some of them, maybe. Double doors here, maybe. It's like the rough center of this place, because you can kind of wall it off a bit, maybe. Okay, maybe not that much, because you're gonna want more living space than bed space. So like here, I think, yeah, kind of works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, that's pretty close to the size of living space in there, actually. In fact, it pretty much is living space in here, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Because it goes to 12, 2 of those blocks are wall blocks, so yeah. Identical size. Would you look at that? That isn't... Oh, wait, not so much. I'm just being a fucking dumbass. Just depends if you like living with terracotta. I suppose with them have the details, it won't be so bad. Yeah, you gotta have thing, otherwise it's gonna be a the 3-block high roof. And this is what, 4 high? 1, 2, yeah, 4 blocks high. And it makes quite the difference, you know. I think I still want to use spruce for that, like, roof sort of stuff, you know? Or like the interior roof at the very least. Alright, we'll see how it looks with 3 blocks. Yeah, it's kind of sad, to be honest. You also fast-placed slabs again. They also fixed whatever that bug was that was preventing you. I thought that was a changed feature to make it more like Java. What does this? Thank God it wasn't a feature and it was a bug, because I bloody hated it. So I like using slabs. Having to mash the trigger to individually place them is not fun. Yeah, this works. Okay, it's meant to be like a smaller, wider building anyway, so you know. It's probably smaller, longer, not so much wider. I wish they would stop doing that. Fuck off. Literally everywhere except where I wanted to place it. Typical. Oh, come on. There we are. You fix one issue, you create 2 more. There we go. Question is, what do I do for the floor? I don't really want to use terracotta again. That's just going to be horrendous to look at. Maybe a darker terracotta? I mean, I would like to do cyan, but that's just going to be fucking expensive. What are the options? I have a grey, maybe. I don't know how the hell that's grey. It's more brown, if you ask me, but maybe like a brown. I don't know. Actually, how about we go for wood, like a wooden flooring? That might actually, because the floors in there are all the same as like the thing. That might be the only opportunity we get to have like just a general wood floor. And I kind of want it different to the thing, because, you know, this is the only wood you see here. Because there's no wood for the roof above. So like a lighter floor, darker ceiling type of thing, maybe? That might work. I don't want it to just all be the same 2 colours. I want a bit of a mix-up. I'll lay the interior out then and we'll see how it looks then. I mean, not to mention we'll have access to the mod blocks, but I personally don't like using them for builds. They're cool, don't get me wrong, and I'm happy we have them. I mean, the reason we have them as well for the most part. I just don't like using them, because if you play the thing without the mod blocks, then it just completely breaks. Hell, update blocks every bloody way, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'd say this works. Fits quite nicely anyway. I'd be happy with the outcome first. Yeah, because these don't stick out too much. I would like this to be a bit quite window centric though. Maybe something like that. Oh, that's gonna fuck me off if that's not. Yeah, that looks horrific as well on the inside. So how about we just patch? Actually, no. Just patch that up. Have a 3x2. These are already different enough, you know what I mean? No! Don't turn off yet. Feckle jerk. Again, these bungalows are already completely different from the terrace housing anyway, so. What I'm saying is it's fine if it looks off compared to, you know, other typical options. I mean, I could make this one longer, but then that would completely throw it out of proportion with that. Oh, come on, turn back on, you tit. Okay, how does one window here look? Because I hate when windows do that. I just, if I don't know what it is, it just really fucking irks me. So, I'm not going to do that. Well, actually, the windows are like in London, weren't they? London housing, so maybe. And I suppose I know, but it was more so bordered, I guess. It wasn't completely. Well, yeah, 'cause it was like, boom. Oh, shut up. Let's pretend those spruce planks are thing. It was like this. Pretend these windows are also double thick. It's like that. So yeah, but I don't know. That's the thing. It has, or better yet, it had a border. I think that's why I was fine with it. There's no border there. Look, you know what I mean? It just leads straight to the wall. Should probably also refresh my browser page since it's now like 20 seconds behind. See, it just looks off with that though. Like if that went straight to the wall as well, I am not a fan of that. Yep, nope, that is not staying like that. The bigger window looks nice, it's just on the inside, it's just not so much, you know? Not so much. And this wall looks odd because there's nothing there on the other side of the door, so unless I shift it down, which might be exactly what I do. Yeah. So now you have a nice big window, look. And that differentiates it more. Nice and then deep slate. That's another thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way, but it's how it is for the most part in bungalows. I mean, you can't complain. Well, I mean, you can, believe me, I can absolutely complain, but I'm not going to. Because you know what? It's fine. Should I just double up onto there? Where actually is the centre for this? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a double block, two block centre, I think. 1, 2. Oh, thanks for that, madam. Where was I? Yeah, 4 there, 4 there. So that is indeed a 2 block centre. Which means if I build up to about here, that's the marker. Build up. Don't do that. Why would you do that? I build up like the centre on. Sorry, on the middle bit, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, on one side, that's what I'm trying to say. Because yeah, even from the ground level, this actually doesn't look too bad. And again, these aren't really ever going to be in a situation where, like this, where they're like right next to each other. Be more so like you'll have a group of these together, and then you go like down a street or something, and you have like a cluster of these together. It's sort of like a cul-de-sac type area, you know what I mean? So that's there, and then there, and there. Yeah, let's say that works. Just need to drag it along like this. Again, why would you do that? Why would anyone ever do that? Okay, yeah, that is in line. Stay there. Stay there. Fine, that gives me some sort of basis, I guess. And I can just do that without having to worry about it flipping around. So yeah, I'm not going to do the back half. I mean, it's not really needed. You kind of get the picture. Although I might at least... No, I don't want to do that. I might at least, you know, do like the stairs. So like the... And then sort of like fake it, if you're looking at it from the side. So sort of... So yeah, something like... Wait a second. I gotta go up again. I have been played for a fool. There we are. I'd say that definitely. I mean, again, the darker grey colour does work with the terracotta. It's just going to be expensive, so these will be coming in way later on. Once like a lot of the infrastructure's all built up, and you have a lot of these terraced houses in. You know what I mean? This is going to be something you'll see later, as opposed to right away. Okay, how do I manage to place a block literally everywhere except where I was trying to put? There. Literally everywhere except where I wanted to place. So yeah, now if you look at it from the side on, it... Fuck off. If you look at it from the side on, it looks pretty alright, I'd say. So like here, you know? I'd say it looks nice at least. I like it, you know? Interior doesn't look too bad, all things considered. I mean, especially by the time you stick some stuff in, you know? Let's go... I want something darker, realistically, to match up the lighter floor. Actually, we've got like wool stay. Why do these mangrove ones look? Okay, no, they're a bit too contrasty, I guess. Not contrasty, but you can see why I'm looking at it. It's same issue the Netherwoods kind of like crimson, sorry, not crimson, warped wood kind of has. Just it kind of, you know what I mean. In a way, I guess, kind of just glaze at you. Don't use black stone, that just kind of just looks rough on its own. Tell you what, I'll go dark oak. And that's been staring me in the face, I don't know why I haven't gone for it. So if I do like this, I guess. So like a sofa in front of the window. Looks good. Why are friends a lot like snow? If you pee on them, they disappear. Well, I mean, typically, yeah, you're not gonna really want to hang around someone who pees on you unless you're into that sort of stuff, but... You know? It's not exactly one of life's great mysteries. At least not to me, anyway. Let me just check what I put in the other house, just so I know sort of what I'm gonna have. So furnace, okay, so the three furnaces, a barrel, a brewing stand, a crafting table. I kind of chuck the grindstone there because they kind of fit, and then barrels. Yellow snow, indeed. But don't worry, it's lemon. Comedy. So yeah, this would be like the bedroom storage kind of area, maybe, and then. Sorry. I just want to kind of have it in a way where it works. That's just not. That ain't good. I don't know why this side of the crafting table just. I don't like it. Never have. Probably never will. I should probably stop hitting my mic. So, furnace, crafting, nah. Crafting table, furnace, blast furnace, smoker, grindstone, brewing stand, and then barrel, maybe another barrel. Just get some slabs so that's connected. That would look weird. But that still kind of looks a bit odd if you ask me. Unless, you know, the dissections like it. And I can just call that a design feature, you know? Sea lantern. Why do I call that a sea lantern? That is clearly not a sea lantern. Maybe like a shelf. So that kind of doesn't really work too well with the slabs. So if I do that, I do that like that, and then do like a 3 long shelf just to kind of break the back wall up, maybe. Pots, here they are. But ferns and stuff. Okay, obviously not a large fern. That's never gonna work. It's too big. Can you put like a fern in a plant pot? Ah, you can. Huh. Well then. Take 2 plant pots down. Yeah, I'll put 3 down. Why not? Flowering azalea. Maybe coral I want. Yeah, red tulips. Oh, that's quite nice, I'd say. Maybe a carpet to kind of break up the floor and add a bit more colour to the room. Let's go red. I'm gonna stick it like here. By this sort of section here. Well, that's gonna be off center though, that's really actually is it off center? No, it's not. Well, don't mind me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Nah, that just kinda looks wrong as well. Unless I do So anyway, I got some brown carpet, make it sort of like a welcome mat. I feel like you probably prefer to have pressure plates there, maybe. Yeah, you probably want to have pressure plates there instead, but let's just go, for sake of a style, let's just do, you know. I'm pretty sure there's double beds. Let me just check if there's double beds. It is indeed a double bed. Okay, good. So double bed here. No, can I do single beds? Of course you can. Okay, double bed there then. Spruce nightstand. Then you have a nice red carpet. Sort of like that. It sort of wraps its way around the room. What did I do light stand with? Did I make a light stand at all, or did I just use plants? No, I just did flowering azaleas and the looks of it. Oh, I also use these as well. Different house. I'm gonna be identical. You know. They're gonna be a tiny bit different. And again, there's some differences that'll actually spruce the place up a bit. One issue with these type of houses aren't going to really have much storage unless I stick like a ladder. I can't really put it along that wall because of the window. That's the problem, I haven't really got anywhere to put the ladder to unless I stick it in this corner here, and then... No, because you're only going to have like 2 blocks of movement space. Okay, then if I stick that back there, put a ladder here. That at least gives you a couple of blocks of room to get up. Like, realistically speaking. No, what? Fuck off. I don't want a stack. I just want one. There we go. And it would still have mass storage up here then, look. Why did I do it in the other house? Nope, I just broke the fucking ladder. Get in the door, you tit. Okay, I put a block down and then... Okay, so they're all at the same sort of height. That seems fair. I'll do that for the bungalow then, because that's their design feature. That's actually pretty good. Otherwise you're going to have a hard time getting into your bottom chest, and that's just not going to be fun for anyone. There we go. And then you can have, like exactly like with the other one, extra chests appear then. Yeah, not too bad. Better if it was more centered, but again, you can only really have one bed, and it just looks off otherwise, you know. yeah, I think something like this would work. And I'm certainly happy with how it'd be coming out anyway. I don't really know what else to do now. We are approaching 3 o'clock as well, which is the time I said I wanted to finish up for the day. So yeah. Well, yeah, got the bungalows done, you know, done, I guess. Terrace houses are also the mines kind of done concept-wise. I think I don't really have is the farm for like sheep and stuff, but I can deal with that later. But now it could literally just be a fence with sheep in it. Oh, I think I just broke my spine in like 6 different locations, so, you know. It's a grand old time is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it for me today then. I'll probably catch you tomorrow now. With a bit of luck. A bit earlier. Though still won't be too early because I gotta go into college still. I got to stop by Asda at some point, which I kind of want to do before I start streaming and getting everything done for the day, you know. I want to get down out the way is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in, and I'll catch you in the next stream, which should be tomorrow. See ya.